I have not seen any of The Chosen. Well, until now, I guess technically I've seen 2 episodes. But I was like, I read the book. I won't be too lost. So The Chosen's a worldwide phenomenon, a series that tells the story of Jesus. The Chosen, The Last Supper, Episode 1 sounds more confusing than it should be. It's essentially theatrically released the first 2 episodes of Season 5. I guess throughout the month of April, weekly, they're going to trickle out 2 more episodes of The Chosen Season 5, 2 more episodes of The Chosen Season 5. But if you missed this wave of theatrically released Season 5 episodes of The Chosen, it's going to air on Amazon Prime in June. I will say, coming in green to The Chosen, I was generally impressed with the production value. Like someone watched Game of Thrones and went, wait a minute, stay with me on this. Let's do that, but biblical stories. Without the gratuity of Game of Thrones, granted, but you know, political intrigue and tensions swelling. Now this being The Last Supper, I was like, okay, so the crucifixion's gonna happen in Season 5? No, I guess that's Season 6. How, oh how, are they gonna draw out The Last Supper to be an entire season? If there's a way, The Chosen will apparently find it. That's why this is a show that's coming into Season 5 that's, I believe, planned to have 7 seasons, in which 7 seasons of television is usually in other tellings 3 to 4 hour miniseries. It seems to be, at least for the first 2 episodes anyway. I imagine this is going to be the formula throughout this season. It starts out in The Last Supper, and then it shows events leading up to The Last Supper. So every episode, Last Supper, a little bit of dialogue, then show what happened. The story itself starts out when Jesus rides into town on a donkey, you know, Palm Sunday, they call it now. Now, a thing I always look for in stories of Jesus is the balance between the man and the divinity. I remember a lot of the Jesus of Nazareth stories I saw when I was younger. He always seemed very divine. Not that that's a bad thing, I'm just saying. Then in 1999, I saw the Jeremy Sisto Jesus, which actually had Gary Oldman as Pontius Pilate as well. That approach was, hey, let's scrap the divine and make him, you know, a cool guy. But I always felt like somewhere in between these two was the man Christ Jesus. And I feel like Jonathan Rumi does a really good job at being both sides of that coin. There's that strength to him and his divinity, the Messiah, King of Kings, but also a vulnerability in him being human. We're coming up to the time in which he feels that role of the Lamb is about to be fulfilled. Perfect man with a limbic system that's firing off, going fight or flight, self-preservation, let's not die this week. It's interesting to see Jesus emotionally dealing with that, and you feel the precursor, you feel it leading to what will be the Garden of Gethsemane scene. What makes one a hero isn't the absence of fear, it's feeling fear, but still doing the thing. So was I right? Could I just plop into Season 5 of the story of Jesus and not be too lost? Well, not exactly. I had a false sense of security from Passion of the Christ. Passion of the Christ showed me I can just get dropped off in the Garden of Gethsemane and not be lost. It's different though, because Passion of the Christ was told through action. It's one event with one man, Jesus, and the event of the crucifixion. With The Chosen, it's a character drama with friendships and tension, tears and laughs, and religious political tensions escalating. Coming into Season 5, you're gonna at least feel like you're missing something, which is actually a good thing. I don't want to come into Season 5 of a show and be like, nothing to see there. This is really what I'm here for. I want to feel like I'm missing something. I want that feeling of maybe I should go back and start from the beginning, which if for nothing else, this experience has given me that feeling. But yeah, some of the drama I was kind of lost on. There was this one dialogue in particular, and I was like, tears are flowing, and I don't know who you're talking about, because the character you're talking about wasn't in the Bible. Even before that, you know, it's actually kind of fun to be like, okay, given the action, or that's that person, that's that person. There's a part of me that's like, wait, are you essentially saying, hey, Chosen Season 5 airs on Amazon Prime this June, unless you want to pay ticket price multiple times over to watch it theatrically, in which you can watch it in April. I mean, if Breaking Bad did that with their Season 5, I'd be kind of annoyed. I mean, they'd get me, I'd watch it, but still. Sounds like early access perks for people who ordered the premium edition, only instead of days early, it's months early. I've always just assumed The Chosen has got to be overly drawn out, and who knows, it might actually feel that way. But I did enjoy this glimpse of seeing the reason it's drawn out that way and what that can lead to. I had myself a really good time with this one, no sacrament required. Alright, so The Chosen, The Last Supper, Part 1. Episodes 1 and 2 of season 5, that is. Did you see it? What did you think about it? Have you seen The Chosen? How have you liked it so far? Whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.